everyone, I'm Dana. This is my dog Gunner, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little while. I've just been a little bit overwhelmed with things going on, but hopefully I can get back into the swing of things again. Anyway, I'm just going to be kind of telling you a little bit more about what it's like adopting a rescue dog. And giving you some advice as to what to expect, at least for me, what it was like when I got a rescue dog. So, when we first brought Gunner home, he was very overwhelmed and it was pretty crazy, and that lasted for, I'd say, 5 months. He was pretty crazy, and just some things would set him off and he'd want to play really rough, which, you know, that's like, I mean, he still wants to play rough, but he knows the time and place and not to do it with everyone anymore. Like, it's only outside time when I have like one of his toys, not just whenever, because when we first got him, he would jump and bite at everyone's arms and pull at their clothes and stuff, which is honestly, like, it's obviously unacceptable when, you know, that happens, because he could accidentally hurt someone. And I mean, when I was working with them at first, he literally would accidentally scratch me with his claws all the time, and like scratch me with his teeth even, so I'd have scratches all up and down my arms. So, but that's not what every dog is going to be like. It depends on what type of personality they have and how old they are too. But Gunner was 2.5 years old and very high energy. He's a very extroverted dog. He is a party animal, and that's just his personality. He loves everyone, loves people, loves dogs, loves all animals, just wants to be friends with all of them. But obviously, like, he needed to learn the right way to do that, not just jump up on everyone like he's a big dog. But yeah, so that was one thing that we had to work through when we first got him. Just pretty much him getting used to our cat as well. We adopted our cat and him at the same time, and we still have a room that's specifically for the cat, because this guy will eat cat poop and the cat food because he's always hungry. He will eat cat poop. It's so gross. So we have a pet gate that only the cat can walk through and he can't go through. So he has his nice area. So then that way, if Gunner was being a turd, then the cat like wouldn't have to put up with him constantly. And also, Gunner, he has separation anxiety, so when we're not home, he has to be put in a kennel. So we never had to worry about them being home alone together or anything like that. And honestly, the cat and Gunner are best friends now. Gunner will lay down in like his bed, and the cat will go right up next to him and lay in the sun together, and the cat will lick him on the head. And Gunner's so careful around the cat, and the cat can walk underneath Gunner's legs, just like he'll weave through them, just rub up against Gunner, and Gunner's so careful. Like, they're so good together. But at first he didn't understand that the cat didn't want to play with him all the time, so Gunner would try to play, and then the cat would just smack him across the face, and Gunner would be like, oh, my bad. But yeah, he was never like bad with the cat at all. It was just annoying. He was just annoying to the cat, honestly. That's the worst of it. And then also, just walking him on a leash was difficult, and as you can see, I have this on him, which I don't even use this collar for everyday walking. This is just his chain collar. I don't really use it at all. It's just, he knows the collar trick. So it's either a martingale collar, choke chain, prong collar, or harness that we can really use. And I normally use the martingale collar or prong collar, because when we first got him, he would tug all the time, and I know there's a stigma against prong collars, but I tested it on myself and gave it a good yank, and it doesn't hurt. It does not hurt. And if my pencil neck can take it, like this 70-pound pit bull can easily take it and it's fitted properly, you know? But yeah, he doesn't, like, it depends where I take him, because I also have really bad shoulders because I messed it up when I played volleyball, and then I had to stop playing volleyball because so I cannot, like, I can't have dogs pull me in general. That was like the first thing that I had to train him not to do, was pull. Like, he cannot pull because that just is very painful for me. But he is such a quick learner, and like, it's a breeze now. Like, sometimes if there's a person walking their dog, especially like right now since we don't get out as much because he hates the cold, he will get a little like, and he'll want to either run ahead or something. Sometimes, not even all the time, but it's really easy to correct, and I'll just walk in a different direction if I really have to, and then he's like, oh, okay. And it's all like back to normal. But I know I talked to a bunch of trainers, and they said that him being like so excited to see other dogs and other people will never be completely like gone, just because he was in the shelter for like 2 years of his life, and that was like the foundation of like everything, like his whole like moral compass was whenever he gets confused or overwhelmed, he'll revert to what he knows, which is jump and bark because that's what he knew when he was like young, you know. But yeah, Gunner, I remember when we first adopted him, I was like, oh no. Like, I didn't regret it, but I was like, oh no. But now he's literally like such a saint, and I'm so thankful for him because he's honestly such a good dog. He just needed time, and that's one thing. Shelter dogs need time. There are so many people who go out, get a shelter dog, have it for like a week, and expect it to be like perfect by then, and if it isn't, then we're like, oh well, this dog is just, I can't handle it, it's not for me, even though they didn't even give it a chance to settle in yet. Like, it takes a dog, like, it can take months to settle in. I'm sorry if you hear dogs barking. Our neighbors have really awful dogs. But yeah, so that's one thing. Just, dogs need time. You need to give them time, or else then they'll give themselves jobs, and the jobs won't be good jobs, and then that's how you get aggressive dogs, is by not correcting them when they're jumping and wanting to play. Then they'll be like, oh, so this is good behavior. Or if when they jump and they're playing on your, like, pulling on your shirt and stuff, you go, oh stop, in like a puppy voice, that's praise. You're praising them, and they interpret that as praise, and then you're just encouraging the bad behavior even more. Like, but yeah, so that's one thing. And especially when you don't have the dog for its entire life, you have to be a little bit more strict with it, just because they push the boundaries, because they didn't have boundaries for a while. They could do basically whatever they wanted. But yeah, so what else happened? So Gunner, he's always slept on my bed. Me and him, like, we're bunk buddies. We bunked together. And before Gunner like knew the footsteps of like everyone who would get up and walk around, because I got him when I was I'd say I was 15. I was 15 when I got him. Now I'm 19. But so I still live with my family, and like whenever my mom and dad would get up in the middle of the night, because my dad leaves for work at around 3 in the morning, or like if my brother would get up because he stays up really late, when he didn't know their footsteps, he would like be really alert and like would growl and like ready to protect me, which is awesome. But I don't think he'd actually protect me because he's kind of a sissy. Like, he is not a dominant dog. He's a sissy. But I appreciate his enthusiasm to do so. And in another occasion, so one time I couldn't sleep, so I went into our living room, and my mom was in the living room, and it was like dark, there were no lights on, and I was just hanging out in there, and Gunner came and followed me, but he didn't know my mom was in there, and then he like could sense that she was there, but he didn't know that was her, and he was growling and growling, and my mom's like, what the heck? I'm like, Mom, just say that it's you, like say Gunner, it's me. And when she did, then he stopped, he was like, oh hi, he's so happy. But yeah, it's nice to know that this dog, like as friendly as he is, if there was a stranger in our house, he would be ready to protect us, because even though I live in a small town, there are some shady people in here, and also I watch Criminal Minds a lot and it freaks me out, so it's really nice having a big dog, like even though it's always a touch and go with if he would actually defend me. But he's a big scary dog, big scary pit bull looking dog. People don't want to mess with him, they don't want to mess with him. But yeah, so that's one good thing. I'm trying to think what else. So, oh, he didn't know how to run when we first got him, because all he would do is jump, so he was super, super buff. Like, Gunner is still buff, because I keep him healthy. Like, I do not like pet obesity. It's so cruel, I feel so bad for the dogs. But anyway, so Gunner over here, he's swole, but when we first got him, like, he was swole. But he did not know how to run, and he had no stamina, so I'd take him for like a walk around the block and he'd be done. He was just out after that. And he couldn't run right, so instead of like running like normal, he would do like hops. He would have like a hop run. It was so funny, and he didn't know how to stop, so at first he would just run into everyone. Which is really funny. Now he'll make it look like he's gonna run into you, but at the last moment, like, swerve to either side. But if you move when he's like right in front of you to get out of the way, then he will run into you, because like you're messing with him, like. But yeah, I've literally almost like ruined my knee twice, because one time he slipped on ice and slid right into my knee, and then the other time I thought he was gonna run into me, so I moved out of the way just as he swerved and ran right into my knee. But yeah. He's just kind of a clown. That's one thing. He has so much. This dog is the most dramatic dog I've ever met. You're so dramatic. Oh, thank you. But yeah. He's just so dramatic about everything. Like, he has so much personality. And that's one thing, like, shelter dogs have a lot of personality, like, and, you know, some people can handle their big personality and other people can't. Like, he had owners before he was put in the shelter, but they were older people, and they just couldn't handle him and his energy and his personality, so now I'm stuck with him. But yeah. But yeah, I know this video isn't really well put together. I've been really busy with college right now, and also I'm getting a second job, so that's a lot on my plate, and also I am currently sitting on a mattress on the floor. I've been emptying out my room because hopefully in the spring we will be selling our house, so we're trying to slowly empty out our house right now. But yeah, so I've been really busy, but I'm hoping now things are slowing down a little bit again and I can get back into putting out more videos, because I have a lot of ideas. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm waiting to do some videos until I hit like monuments, like 50 subscribers or like 100 subscribers, like, you know, the monuments. Like, I'm saving them for special occasions, but I have some that I'm ready to do, and also I'm looking forward to December, because there's this thing, I'm in a dog training group chat on Facebook, and they do the 12 days of Trickmas, where they teach 12 new tricks to their dogs. So I already have it planned what 12 tricks I'm going to teach, and then each day I'll put out a new video of how to teach your dog whatever trick. That's the plan. I know I'm going to be busy, because I'm going to be, by that time my second job will be open, so I'm going to be working 2 jobs, but I'm hoping I can make it all work, and I'm really excited for what might come next in this channel, and I really appreciate all of you for subscribing. The support that I've been getting recently has just been so heartwarming for me, and you have no idea how much that means to me, and I seriously appreciate your support. And like I've said, if you have any videos you want me to make and you'd like to see me make, please let me know in the comments. Or if you have any questions about dog training, or if you want me to do a video of like anything really, something behavioral, me reacting to certain videos, I can totally do that. I know I'm not a professional, but Gunner definitely is someone, he needed someone who is definitely pretty advanced in training, and I've been working with animals pretty much my entire life. So I do have some experience, and I'd love to help in any way I can. But yeah, so this is the end of my little podcast video, and hopefully soon I'll be putting out more out there content. But in the winter time, I'm probably going to be doing a little bit more sit down, because Gunner hates the snow, and it is getting pretty cold, and it's supposed to snow literally tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see how many more outside videos we can do. It was fun while it lasted, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe and share it with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!